Welcome back to this channel. First time, give the video a like, and one thing, don't forget to subscribe. So it's a very happy day. I come to you on this channel. It's the first time that I'm doing a video while I'm seated. Most of the videos I've been doing, I've been out there walking, but today I said, let me sit down and just talk to you one-on-one. Yeah, there's some people have been coming to me with several questions, everything they wanted to know from me. So one thing, I started doing YouTube. First thing, I started with an interview. And interviews, I was interviewing people, and there's some interviews I did that in another channel. I'll put the link of that channel there. The channel I used to get so many views. The interviews were somehow very nice interviews. Yeah. But you know, we need to go to other places and get more. But most of you have been seeing me on videos walking, talking while walking. Yeah, adventurous videos. I like those adventurous videos. They are very nice. You're able to go to places from places here and there. Yeah. So there's one challenge that people are facing that today I wanted to talk to it. Because you can listen to, let me put the audio of the video that we did with this guy. Let's just listen to the video.
You see, you can be having a contract of 2 to 5 years. How can you expect to go back and dry spell is real, and sometimes maybe somebody cannot sustain it. So talking about distance is a big challenge.
So you see,
so the guy was complaining about distance is affecting his relationship on that video. We are just trying to go through the question I was asking this guy in this video and how he was answering. So he was complaining about distance is affecting his or her relationship with his partner back home. So I don't know if you are having such kind of issues, because for him he complains that distance affects. Some ladies are not able to cope with this long distance. So he was saying that he is tempted to do things he was not tempted to do because he is here and he has left his wife back home. So I tried to ask him what kind of things. So he was telling me he's having a problem with dry spell. But it depends how you love your wife. If you love your wife, you cannot be allowed to go to do those things. So this video was about the challenges this guy was facing here. So I wanted to go through this video. I'll be putting those clips. You'll be checking them on top there. That video, that interview was. I did that interview long time. It's more than a year ago. So the problem was complaining is that thing, the distance is affecting his relationship.
It's different. It depends with people, Yeah, but sometimes somebody can be forced to do that because maybe he has stayed more. He or she might have stayed here maybe for 2 years, 3 years. So it's a challenge. Dry spell is real, my friend.
so
You can do anything.
So
Yeah.
This guy is telling me to counter effect this issue of missing your wife and having problems in your relationship is doing video calls, calling your wife every time. So I don't know if you can agree with this guy that how you can end this long distance relationship dilemma is video calls. The thing, just listen to what he was telling me.
Communication is very important. Yeah, especially when you are video calling maybe your wife, you are greeting your kids back at home. Every time you are communicating, that one will help to maintain the relationship. But silence sometimes can affect, when you are silent.
So this guy is saying communication is the best thing for a long distance relationship. So if you want to have a long distance relationship, communication is number one key. So I don't know if you guys can agree with me, but for me, long distance relationship has so many problems other than communication, because there's too much lying inside there. There's no straightness on it. But if you can maintain a long distance relationship and it is healthy, men, you are blessed. But we have some ladies who are very loyal. But men, this guy, you see, men are not loyal.
She slept, you call her, and you confirm that she's alone at the room, you know.
Okay.
So you see what he's saying. When you call, tell him to tilt the camera to see if he's alone in the building. This means he has some trust issues. Oh, this is another thing with the long distance relationship. There's a problem with trust issues. This guy is trying to tell us here there's a trust issue. If he's telling you tilt the camera in the room, this means there's some trust issues. Even though he loves this wife or girlfriend of his, but still has some trust issues. How can you tell someone to tilt the camera and yet she is your wife? Why? So there's some also trust issues with long distance relationship. Let's continue with this interview. We listen to how I was talking to I was asking this guy.
Other things, maybe you want to, your wife, you're having some projects. Can you trust your wife with your projects?
Now you see, I asked him, can you trust your wife with the projects? So maybe you're building a house, maybe you want to buy a car, maybe you want to buy land, maybe some other projects that involve finance. Can you trust your wife with those things? So the problem with so many men, they are unable to trust their wives. And the problem with many women, they are unable to trust their husbands or boyfriends or girlfriends. Because you find most people have this tendency of being not being straight. They are liars, they are fraudsters, even in this relationship. So listen how this guy answered these questions. Listen to how he answered the question.
You know, if you have kids,
are all wives trusted with your projects? Maybe you can send her money to do a project for you.
No.
Can you trust your wife to do a project for you?
It's not 100%. You can give it 10% because a lot of guys have been sending money back at home. You are struggling here, ups and down, you know. You know, to get money is very hard. You need to work hard. You need to sacrifice your sleep, you know. So maybe you are sending money to your wife to invest in Kenya, but misuse the money with another guy, you see. Because one of my friends told me.
So you see, this guy was fearing you can send money back home and your wife misuse that money with another guy, or you send money to your husband back in Kenya and your husband misuse that money with another woman. So many of people who are abroad, they fear sending money back home for development issues, because you find maybe you think it is a house being built, maybe it's a baby being made, or it's you are struggling here, but your man or your wife there is enjoying some jiggy with other men outside there or other women outside there. So there's some trust issues, and those are very hard. So this thing to get out of people is very hard.
He has a wife at home. Yeah. So he was sending every month. He was sending money to build the rental houses. But only to realize that there is nothing he did with the money. He just wasted the money. Going around with small boys and wasting and giving money to other boys, you see. That one is not good actually.
Now you see, this guy had an experience. You see, the wife was enjoying the money the guy was sending with small boys outside there enjoying. So there's also this aspect of trust issues. So that thing, it depends with who you are having, but many people have these trust issues. Let's continue.
And somewhere else with your family so that they will stay there. When you leave your wife at home, challenge.
So I asked him, can you leave your wife with your mother or father in the same compound? So this guy was against that thing, because he said maybe you find your family will start mistreating your kids and wife because they know you're not there to defend your wife. So he was against. The best thing he said that you can take your wife and kids, put them somewhere else where they can be, so that they can be safe. You avoid putting near your parents, because he knows what parents or brothers can do to your family. They can disfranchise your family. So also a big problem that one of leaving your wife and kids with your parents. Some parents are straight, but some parents are like this. So they just think you are defrauding their son money. They don't know the son has a family. Let's continue with the guy talk.
To buy a land somewhere else with your family so that they'll be safe there. When you leave your wife at home, it's challenging.
You see, I asked another question. Joint account. Can you start a joint account with your wife? This guy was against that thing. He cannot even trust his wife. We're still there on trust issues. Asked about joint account. He refused. So I don't know, you outside there, can you do a joint account with your wife? Because this guy refused. He said he cannot do a joint account with his wife.
Me, no, I cannot do that. I better save for my account only. Yeah, I don't want to regret later. Yeah.
So even if you have kids with a lady, you cannot have a joint account?
I can send the exact amount, maybe school fees, maybe upkeep. Yeah, that's all about it. But about investment, no. I can do by myself.
So you know, polygamy is so much rampant in where we come from. So a man marries one or two wives. Also, in the most part of the world, people are polygamous, except in the Western world. But in some, in this Middle East, Africa, there are some places that are polygamy is rampant. But where I come from, polygamy is not rampant. What is rampant there is having mipango ya kando. We call them side hens. Side hens. So I ask this thing. I don't know, you are watching me there. Can you have two wives? Some will complain it's the economic situation, but let's listen to how this guy told me.
Can you marry two wives?
Depends with your account, man. You know.
So you mean don't put account just on you. Can you marry two wives? Don't say about my account. No, women. Don't put money. Just ask me. I'm asking you. Can you marry two wives?
You know, marriage first. Depends with your. You know, everything is about money.
Let's continue. You see how he answered him? He answered me. He said, if you have a lot of money, you can marry as many women as you like. But me, I was disagreeing because I found some men, they have even 3 or 4 wives. But those men are poor in the villages. So I came to find out that 1 or 2 women or 3 women, marrying them is not about even money. In some places about money, but some places it's not about money. Just that some men have charming tongue. They can charm a lady until the lady follows them. But this guy stuck on that issue is about money. Let's continue with the guy.
But if you earn less, how can you maintain 2 wives?
No, let me stop you there. There are men in the villages. These men are not rich. But this man you find with 2 wives, leave that one. You go to places like Kawangware, you find this, a man has left his wife in the village, but this man is having another wife in the city. Understand?
Yeah,
but this man is not rich.
Yeah.
This man is just a normal one.
Yeah.
So remove money from that list.
Yeah.
Getting 2 wives, remove money from there. Just I'm asking you, can you marry 2 wives? Leave money. Just explain yourself.
So for me, I can do that when I have money. But other people can marry. It's everybody's choice. It depends, you know.
So you, it's not anything. It's not. It's all about money. Money is the reason that
what I know is to maintain a wife, you need to have money, enough money.
Yeah, you see, for this guy, for him was saying it's all about money. So men have generalized women love money. But I asked that question. You see, in the village, in the slums, a man has left his wife back in the village, but comes in the city, he cannot stay alone. He has something that is disturbing him. Mr. D is disturbing him. He finds a girl there. They start cohabiting. The wife is there back in the village. This man starts with this lady. In 1 or 2 years, they are hiding. Next, the lady is pregnant. The lady moves in. Now the man has 2 wives, and the man is just working this, not even this very high-paying job. This only low-paying job.
But those guys don't have money, seriously.
But you can see their life is terrible.
Not terrible. They're just living happily. They're getting kids. They're taking their kids to school.
No. To me, no.
You cannot
Yeah.
marry two wives.
Very difficult.
So you are
It's better I maintain one lady.
Yeah.
That is it. Yeah. I make her happy, my kids happy, everything, to go nice schools. Yeah.
But two wives, for you it's a no.
It's a no. Maybe inshallah I'll try, but no.
Yeah.
So I asked him one question. Are all your friends loyal to the wife they have left back home? They don't play their wives? And listen to the answer he gave me.
Majority of my friends here have side chicks. They have girlfriends now here. You know, when somebody arrives here, he got some money, she forgot about the family back at home.
You are loyal to your wife, but when money comes and you start knowing those joints where you can find these ladies, you start going there, you're spending your money there, you forget about your wife back home. So you mean even men here, most of them from Kenya, I'm talking about from Kenya, they are not loyal when they reach here. So this guy tell me like that. Listen to the video.
Marries for another country, other nationalities like Philippines. Most of my friends have girlfriends from these Europe countries, and
So-
they end up wasting a lot of money. Yeah,
And
their kids back at home, they are suffering. You know.
So you see how finish like that. When you come here, your kids back home, stop wasting your money on unnecessary things, yet your kids are suffering more. If you come here, you came here for your family. Your family number one, even if you want to enjoy, number two. That's the thing I can tell you. Stop wasting your money on other side things. So this was, I was trying to review this interview I did long time ago. I'll put the link for the interview on the channel that I was doing that interview. Like, subscribe, share. It's me, OLY, this channel QB254. We'll review other videos, and you'll be checking how the reaction was. Be blessed. Thank you very much.